Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. Yes, we are finally back. I did take a couple days off. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energized. I took a lot of extra time on these plays. I love all three of my plays today. I'm gonna be, dialed in. I'm ready. I think today's the day. Hopefully, we can get a sweep. Hopefully, we can get a bounce back day. We did take those 2 days off. It's only right. Today's the day. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. First things first, I did just want to go ahead and say that at the time of recording this video, we are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So make sure that you guys, if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Next, I did just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. And thank you guys so much for giving such a small channel such a big chance, as I always say. Now, without any further ado, I don't want to waste any more time. I did just want to go ahead, and the only other thing that I did want to talk about was, since there is no recap as of yesterday, I did just want to kind of talk about some of the games. I mean, what happened to the Golden State Warriors? I really could not believe that. That was something that I truly did not expect coming. I took the over on that game, and I took the Warriors spread. That was an absolute mistake. I cannot believe that it went down that way. I really thought that it was going to be a pretty close game, but I thought that the Warriors were going to close it out, truly. But I am really excited for more NBA playoff basketball. I think that that's going to be really exciting. I just truly was dumbfounded by it. Also, in the Bucks game, the Bucks made a huge comeback on the Celtics. I can't believe that they ended up winning that game. I thought the Celtics, pretty short after the halftime, I really thought that was for sure going to be a lock. Like, I really did. But the Celtics, they played really good in the first three quarters, and then the Bucks just decided to turn it up in the fourth, and they said, nope, not so fast, and they actually ended up coming back and winning. So what an absolutely fantastic day of basketball. This is just such a great time of the year. I love playoff basketball so much. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. We're going to go ahead and dive into today's plays. First play of the day, we're taking the Heat big man. We're taking his under. Bam Adebayo, under 27.5 PRAs here, versus the 76ers at minus 125 odds. So since Embiid has came back from his injury, obviously he did have a couple of them. I think he had some sort of a face injury as well as a hand injury. The hand injury is still going on. He does have to get surgery at the end of the year. But since he has came back from the head injury, he has only gone over one time. So he's played 3 games so far versus Joel Embiid. And Bam Adebayo has only gone over this number one time, and it was by 4. So it wasn't even like he crushed the line. He did just barely cover it by 4. Also, there is a really low over-under still in this game. It's only a 207 over-under right now, so pretty low. I think this is one of the lowest that we've seen in the series so far. It's kind of hung around that area, but this is the lowest I think that we've seen it. So it is a low over-under. They don't expect a lot of scoring to be going on in this game, and neither do I, truthfully. Also, Bam Adebayo, when he did go over against Joel Embiid, he shot 75% from the field. I mean, he shot almost perfect from the field. So, if you shoot almost perfect from the field, you get 12 shot attempts, you're definitely going to hit the over. But I just don't think in this situation that is going to happen. Also, Bam Adebayo has been really passive here versus the 76ers. It's been more Jimmy Butler kind of doing his thing. Tyler Hero, when he does get hot, he is contributing pretty well. And it's a lot more of the role players and mostly just Jimmy Butler. Mostly Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, and some of the role players. Bam Adebayo hasn't had a huge say in the offense here so far, and I don't think that that's really going to change. Despite the Heat have been playing really well, I don't really think they're going to change their game plan. I don't really foresee that happening. Also, in the last 7 games, the 76ers do allow the 4th fewest rebounds per game to opposing centers. So with that being said, they don't allow a lot of rebounds to that center position. So I'm really happy with that stat because Bam Adebayo, we all know that Bam Adebayo is a fantastic rebounder. So if the 76ers are limiting that, I think that puts us in a really good spot to be able to hit this under. So we're going to be riding with it for our first play of the day. Bam Adebayo under 27.5 PRAs here versus Miami at minus 125 odds. Now, our second play of the day, we're going to be taking the point guard, Chris Paul, over 4.5 rebounds here versus Dallas at minus 130 odds. Now, I know if you wanted to go ahead and lean his over in PRAs or over in points or even over in assists, I don't think that any of those are terrible bets. But I'm riding with the rebounds, and here's why. Chris Paul has gone over this rebound line in every single game this series besides for game 5, which obviously was the last one. He only grabbed 2 of them, The line didn't really shrink, which is shocking to me, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So we're taking the over again. Also, every road game this season that Chris Paul has played versus Dallas, he has hit the over, including in the playoffs. So every game this year in Dallas that Chris Paul has played, he has hit the over. So that does give me another stat. He does a really good job of rebounding the basketball in Dallas. So hopefully he does stay true to that. Also, in the last 3 games, Dallas has held Phoenix to an average of 48.5% from the field, which, it's kind of mediocre. I think it's like the 5th worst percent. I can't remember the exact number, so I do apologize. But regardless, Dallas held Phoenix to 48.5% shooting from the field, and Phoenix held Dallas to 45.9%. So regardless, both these teams are forcing their opponents to shoot well under what their average is. So that does mean more rebounds for a guy like Chris Paul. So hopefully he can get it done here for us. Also, in the last 7 games, the Dallas Mavericks do allow the 10th most rebounds per game to opposing point guards. Also, I don't foresee Chris Paul being on Luka Doncic very much. I feel like it's going to be on more like a guy like Jalen Brunson. So I think that is going to give him a little bit of an edge on the rebounds as well. So hopefully that does end up working out for us. So we're going to be riding with it for our second play of the day. Chris Paul over 4.5 rebounds here versus Dallas at minus 130 odds. Now for our MLB play of the day, we're going to be taking the Mets, minus 1.5 here versus the Nationals at plus 105 odds. I think that this is a very, very great plus value play. Definitely my favorite MLB play on the entire slate. If you take a look at it, the Mets on the road this year have been really, really good. They are 12-6 to the run line, but they're even better following a loss, which the Nationals did end up winning last game versus them. And the Mets are 9-1 to the run line after a loss. So I think this is almost a lock. I absolutely love this play. Also, the Nationals have not been very good at home. They are 5-11 to the run line at home this year, so definitely nothing to tip your cap about. Also, after a W or just a win in general, which obviously, like I said, they did have, they are 3-7 to the run line after a win. So the Nationals, not a very good team at home. They're not very good after they do end up picking up a W. The Mets, after a loss, they really use that as momentum, and they're also really, really good on the road. So that's going to be our MLB play of the day. Mets minus 1.5 versus Nationals at plus 105 odds. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Next, like I said, we are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure that you guys are subbed. But yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for me. This is King Star signing out. Peace.